sneak peek of the setup for March Madness now. I don't know if anybody knows anything about Fairleigh Dickinson or not, but to start, we've got Sedona Prince, Hailey Van Lith, and Madison Connor. We'll take any questions in the room you have for these three.
For all of you, just when you see the name TCU go up there, number 2 seed, what's the feeling?
I mean, I think selection shows are fun because no one really knows where you're going to end up, what seed you're going to get. So there was like butterflies in all of our stomachs a little bit. And like we were, the third region. So like we had kind of built some, anticipation of like when were we going to go. But no, it's awesome to hear your name called and to just see your team up there. And especially with how well we've done in the seed that we were able to get. I think it's just a fun moment with everybody.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of pride, where this program has come in the last 2 years. I don't think any of us would have really thought that today would be, what it was, and seeing us as a number 2 seed and all these fans in the stands. Just really beautiful and kind of one of those moments where we're able just to sit back and, reflect on obviously all the things we've been through and the adversity we've had to overcome as a team, but a lot of pride and just, it's one of those special moments that is really cool and puts everything into hindsight.
They mentioned on the broadcast that 12 of the 13 teams that won the regular season in their conferences didn't go on to win the tournament in that league. You guys are obviously the exception. What does that mean to you to do something that no one else did this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to us. A lot of people, if you go out win your regular season, it's tough to win 2 tournaments or two things throughout your conference because you know the team so well. So I think that's just a testament to us handling our business through the regular season and then going out there and not taking our foot off the gas for the tournament.
How good was it to have a week off for you guys?
Sheesh. It was
It was nice, yeah. It was real nice, yeah.
It was really nice, but I think we did a really good job of handling this week. When we did practice, it was very competitive, a high intensity, but we also had a couple off days. So, a lot of teams, there's not really, you're kind of just waiting around this week. A lot of teams are lax about it or, waste those practice hours. I think we did a good job of, getting better in some fashion. So I think that we handled that pretty well.
You guys haven't played at home in a while. Just how good did it feel, A, to be out there with everyone, and then B, to know you're going to play tournament here?
It's so cool, right? So senior night was obviously a very special night, but I don't think any of us were really fully emotional, especially me. I'm going to cry a lot in our second game here for sure, but I think it's just awesome just playing in the Shoal, right? 2 more times hopefully, and being in our home crowd and hopefully selling out, a goal that we've had I know since last year and something that felt very unachievable for a long time, and having that be a very, very big chance of that happening is really cool, and just 2 more games in our home where we love it so much playing, right? We're undefeated here. And it's awesome what we're, going to be able to do for Fort Worth next weekend.
On that same note, on the broadcast, we couldn't hear it, but the broadcast said that TCU had the best crowd for the selection show. What does that mean to you?
Go Frogs, baby.
Yeah.
Love it. I think that we've had a lot of great support, and it's consistently got better over the course of the season. So, it's definitely a home court advantage for us. So, we're super grateful to get to play here.
Hailey, there was a moment there when the 7th seed in this bracket popped up and Louisville is going to be coming to Fort Worth. Just what's your initial reaction to your former squad coming to town?
Well, I think that we have to win our first round game, and that's what I am looking forward to do. And at the end of the day, I play everybody the same. I compete just as hard against the 15 seed as I would against if we played a 1 seed. So you're going to get the same Hailey.
Hailey and Sedona, when you think back to Coach Campbell recruiting you to come join this program, what do you remember most, and how much was a moment like this a part of that pitch?
What do I remember most? I mean, you never really know the potential of teams, especially with a team like us where we had a lot of transfers coming in. You have an idea of what it could be, but honestly, what we've been able to do has exceeded the expectations, I think, of any idea that was pitched to me, at least. We have kind of set a new standard of what this team is capable of. So, I think I'm just enjoying it as it comes, and very happy to have this moment.
Yeah, I think it was, for Mark, I was just talking about like rebuilding, right? And, rebuilding the foundation of a program, but just rebuilding a program in general. And a lot of hope, right? Mark told us the ceiling is as high as we want it to be, and we can believe and do, right? It's all in our hands. And so really cool moment for Mark as well. I mean, it's been a lot of hard work that's gone into today and what's made today happen. But just really special and something that kind of believed, right? It's hard to have faith in those moments when it's at the lowest of lows, especially in my career when I first got here. And so being here is just, an awesome moment.
And when you think about what it takes now, I mean, Hailey, all you've known is making the Elite Eight. What does it take to make a run?
Elite Eight and one Final Four. No, it takes a team that's hot at the right time. And I think we kind of have that going for us. Like they said, we were the only team that won the regular season that also followed through and won the conference championship. So it really is about who is hot, and once you win the first couple games, it's kind of about luck and if you get a few calls here and there. So we're hot. We're going to keep staying hot and doing whatever we can to keep that edge.
There's been so much build of this. You knew you were going to get into the tournament. Now you know who your opponent is. Just talk about, do you enjoy this tonight, or do you just go straight into kind of scouting? Just kind of talk about your guys' mindset now that you know who you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, we have a few days to scout them and get ready for Friday, but I think we usually take like 2 to 3 days to get ready for any opponent. So I think it's kind of the same prep that we've been doing for the regular season. But yeah, I mean, you can't really do too much tonight. I mean, the coaches are obviously on it, and we'll get to practice on Tuesday and get after it.
You guys are all fans of the game in addition to players. As you watched the bracket, was there anything that kind of stood out to you or surprised you about the seeding?
Oh, the only seeds I remember was ours.
Yeah, there's so many numbers.
That's none of my business. What they got going on over there is not my business. Okay?
Yeah. Iowa State got a playing game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Seeing other Big 12 teams.
Go Big 12.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. Obviously we've been playing against them for past couple months, and it's been difficult, and they've been our enemy and our opponent. But now it's kind of cool. We get to root them on, and if we get to see them again, then we're not friends. But yeah, we'll be rooting them on and hoping that they make it far.
Do you let yourself imagine winning it all on April 6th?
Oh, that's a tough question. Do you, Maddie?
I mean, yeah, that's the goal, but I think you have to take it one game at a time, so you can't look too far ahead. I mean, that's a while away.
Yeah, I think for us too, it's like this, we know what it feels like to win now as a team, and we know how hard it truly is. That tournament was super, super hard, obviously, to beat Baylor the third time in a row. A lot of emotions, and playing 3 games back to back to back. But I think for this team, it's just really kind of heartbreaking to imagine us not being teammates anymore, at least for me. And I know we have such a special connection with this group, and we're so talented. And just a very, very special year, something that you really don't get to experience a lot, if ever, in your life. And so I think it's this passion and energy to we're going out so that we can have another game together and be teammates for just a little bit longer, right? And so I hope that carries us all the way, and we have the capability to do it for sure, right? We're talented enough, but also I just think we don't want to lose because we don't want to, go home and go our separate ways.
You guys have a lot of tournament experience amongst your entire team, but this will be your first time experiencing March Madness as a unit. Is there anything that you take from your veteran experiences that you'll pass on to the rest of the team?
I think for me, the mental side of this tournament is so important, and believing that you can win certain games is half the battle. Because March is so crazy and literally anything can happen. So if you have the mental edge every game, you're at a significant advantage. So, I'm going to be doing my best as a leader to prepare us mentally, and, that's my job.
Anything else in the room for these 3?